I know, and we'll probably have to do this 7 times, but it really is for the look, and this is how it really is for me. Like, I have to do this all the time, so seems genuine.
Okay.
And wait, just make sure around it it's not splotchy, right?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, yay.
You see me way more often as some fucking creep. And then it's way less often that you see me like...
Yeah. Like the one time we were shooting at my house and you took your makeup off while you were there. And I just
Were you like...
There's a boy under there!
Yeah. Besides that, I would say a lot of what I am inspired by is my own uncomfort and like in the same way my own like super not uncomfort, like my comfortness with the world as it is. I love to see like people changing their face, and that really inspires me. Like aliens inspire me, monsters inspire me, just like unworldly, untouchable, unconceivable, unknowable things. And I think that there's a sense of fear that comes along with not knowing what it is. I was like always into makeup and hair, and it was just kind of always something like not talked about by my family. Like my family's definitely not into it. But then people, like I just did it anyways. And I stole my mom's mascara in 6th grade. And I lived in Minnesota, like in Hoboken nowhere, so they weren't down with it either. And my dad sat me in the car and said, makeup is like associated with Satan. And I just was so dumbfounded as to how. I was like, not Satan, like really truthfully. And I'm like a religious person kind of, so it really did scare me into like being afraid of things that didn't actually exist. I don't think I'm really that afraid of anything besides how anxious I am. And so I would say there is no line, only because I'm so fucking anxious that I'm always creating and doing and just trying to figure out what it is that I'm gonna do next, and that actually is like a relief at the same time. I think it's like a result of my anxiety and also a huge factor in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like a dumbass when I can't focus or do anything productive or important because I always feel like a piece of shit. It's like so discouraging. The whole thing is fucking discouraging. Spending like 6 hours doing makeup that nobody fucking cares about. And then to be like, to have something that not really anyone cares about be like the highlight of your day is just in itself the craziest. I think I might just keep this one a little spooky.
I think that anyone can be anyone they want to be if given the right platform. So that's what I try to do. I try to help people like show what they are on the inside, on the outside, kind of like dress it up a little bit, make it fun. So, you know, if a guy wants to wear something that's traditionally feminine or vice versa, I'm all for that. I think that's really cool. Because yeah, I mean, I agree. It should just all be like one fluid thing rather than this in this box and this in this box. I think any type of artist can't think that way, or else, you know, you're not going to be a good artist. All good artists think outside the box and don't put labels on the people that they're working with, you know. So with my models and everything, I really want to let them kind of show and, you know, they're themselves and be free with whatever kind of art they want to do.
The more different you can make yourself, the more successful I at least feel after. So like the biggest transformation is obviously that one. You know, like I can have cheekbones and everything, but it's like if that's like I think it's kind of fun to do female characters, but I also do male ones. And if they're male, they're usually like evil, and if they're women, they're usually the victim. Especially because of like the political climate and like all of that going on, it's really easy to categorize male versus female in just the way I'm like presenting myself. A lot of times if I turn to the side, it's like already a more feminine picture, and if I'm straight on, I actually think I have like a pretty good masculine like essence. All I'm saying is that like body mass alone, men are more confident and aggressive naturally speaking because they have the physical upper hand to be able to dominate, oppress, all of those horrible things. So it like kind of is kind of cool to like take a little like fantasy aspect and like twist it, because I don't think I've ever had a full clear understanding of what I was going to do for my makeup right when I sat down. Like there's never a time where I know every detail. Like it's just a come as it goes type of thing, and then I really have to just sit and wait to see what people are responding to, what people like. Like my whole thing isn't really super validated as art because I have to wait around for everybody's response and just keep pumping out ideas, whereas other people I think get to like have a advantage and disadvantage of sitting in a studio and like coming up with one thing that they can just present, and then it's like this is like representing them kind of, like, whereas my thesis show would have to consist of a million different ideas and 100 pictures that all actually equated to 1,000 pictures because it takes extra time to do every single thing that I do.
And I mean, like, you just said, like, staying, you know, staying painted, staying covered, although, like, that's, like, obviously the brand, like, of doing with makeup, you're still so not covered, you know what I mean? Like, you're still so, I feel like you're still so open to talking about literally anything.
Literally anything. That's kind of the coolness behind doing things that I feel people hopefully don't expect of me. Is like, I don't know, I just don't really like, I don't really have many secrets, so it's kind of cool to like keep a few in my makeup.